Hello, everyone, on this great and beautiful day. Although I look out my window and I say, maybe not, because it's a little wet. It's been raining this morning where I am. I hope it's not raining where you are. I hope everyone is doing very, very well. Um, Hopefully, you're checking this out. I hope you like it. As I said, I'm going to read in the description, read a little bit from the Book of Mark. And then I'm going to revamp, or not revamp, remaster a couple of my characters, digitally ink them, for lack of a better way, and then not color them better with Adobe Illustrator. So hopefully you will enjoy this, especially if you're watching. Please watch to the end. If you want to skip the Bible stuff, fine. It's not for everybody. I don't expect it to be for everybody. But I am a Christian. This is a Christian based company. I'm going to try and keep Christianity to a minimum in it, not so in your face, origins issues are harder because, you know, God is what got this guy in the path that he did. Well, for my first ones. But you'll see, hopefully you'll like what you see. Um, I'm not sure what else to say at this point. I guess it's on with the show. So I guess I have to share my screen. Hide that. Put that down. Okay, we are going with Mark chapter 2, again from the NIV, and we are going from verse 13. One second, what my. And okay, so as you see, the little subtitle above this section is called Jesus calls Levi and eats with sinners. Levi is also, if I remember correctly, known as Matthew. So here we go. Once again, Jesus went out beside the lake. A large crowd came to him, and he began to teach them. As he walked along, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax collector's booth. Follow me, Jesus told him, and Levi got up and followed him. When Jesus was having dinner at Levi's house, many tax collectors and sinners were eating with him and his disciples, for there were many who followed. See, Jesus just didn't have 12 disciples. Jesus had many disciples. There's another scripture in one of the other gospels that said he had more disciples than even John. So these 12 were his inner circle, and then of course he had his inner circle, or we like turn it down a little, mom. So as I was saying, these are the 12 that we talk about aren't just the only ones that follow him. There was way more than 12 people that followed Jesus and were his disciples. So a lot of people don't realize that, but if you read carefully, you know that he had more. Hello? Oh, no, that's fine. Um, you realize that he had more than 12 disciples, which a lot of people don't. There are scriptures that tell you that. So, but we get focused on the 12 a lot and don't realize. Anyways, his disciples, where they were who followed. While the teachers of the law, who were the Pharisees, saw him eating with sinners and tax collectors, they asked his disciples, "Why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners?" On hearing this, Jesus said to them, Is not the healthy who need a doctor? Is it not? Uh, it is not, sorry. my not reading right. It is not the healthy who needs a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners. So, in my opinion, what he's saying here is, you know, we can't just get in our little fortresses of our churches and expect to win anybody. We get saved and we go stick in the church. No, we need to be out amongst the people, in amongst the sinners. As I so aptly called today's uh, episode, in the midst of sinners. We're supposed to be in the midst. Are we supposed to let them change who we are from being Christians? No. It's supposed to be the reverse. There's an old saying, bad moral. I'm gonna paraphrase it because I can't remember it exactly. Morals corrupt good company. Well, what about good morals influencing bad company? You know, we as Christians, if we stick to what we believe, we won't be corrupted. Can we be corrupted? Yeah, but will if we hang on to Christ and look to Him, I don't think we'll get corrupted. That's my personal opinion, and it takes a lot of strength. If you're, like just come to Christ, yeah, maybe it's probably not the best to hang out with thing, but then again, it's hard to say. The disciples were with Him, and they weren't, thing. And then there is the thing: we are all sinners. As I believe it says, I think in Romans, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. None of us are perfect. None of us are not sinners. And if we think we're not a sinner, we deceive ourselves. So you want to, Jesus, yeah, he preached, and then, as you saw, and then he just sat down and ate with them. Yeah, probably there was some talk going on, you talk over dinner. So, but, you know, he palled around, for lack of a better word, with these people. He didn't treat them like they were the scum of the earth, which everybody else thought they were, tax collectors and the people that they were calling sinners. I'm not sure who that is. Everybody's a sinner, so it's like, okay. But he's like, why? And then Jesus is like, why should I be hanging out with you people? You think you got it all together. These people know they don't got it all together. They want somebody to come help them get it together. So we should be in amongst the people who want help. And I think that's about all I'm going to say on that for today. I don't think I can expound much more on it. It's I don't want to berate a point over and over and over again. I think you guys get what I'm saying, and because I don't think anybody here is stupid. And you probably weren't. You probably got all this out of that yourself. Not even stupid. Maybe you didn't. I don't know how much you know about scripture and stuff. So, but you're not. Nobody's stupid. We all do stupid things. I will admit, but nobody is stupid. I'm not sure what else to say beyond that. But like I said, so I guess I'm just going to go on with the drawing portion. So this is my character, Air. I don't know much about her. She flies. There. Maybe she can control the wind in some way. Or the air. Hence her name. Ooh. Ooh. And I think she is a good guy. So, a hero. she is going to end up being part of a team at some point. And I think I want her to be like Arabic. I'm not sure whether there's a coloring trait for that or not. Or Middle Eastern, shall we say. I don't know how to describe it for sure. Let's see. Okay, that's a good size brush. So if you're listening to this, maybe you can, or watching this, not so much listening at the moment because there's not much being said. Maybe you can hit that like button. And maybe you can comment. I'm going to come back to the hand. Sorry about that, people. Uh, Forgot to turn my phone down. That is supposed to be I think the periodical symbol for air. If I remember correctly, when I created the character. Hello to whomever's here watching. Hey Bob, how are you today? How goes things in Italy? Or I should say, Buongiorno. Actually, I should find out how to say hi in Russian. Oh, I don't know. I'm not asking whether anything happened in Italy. I don't know. Guess asking how you are, more, guess what the weather's like, or whatever. I don't know. I don't mean the news and stuff like that when I say, how are things in Italy? I'm alive. Having a hard time with this hand. I don't like the one that I did before, so there, I think I got it. I'll have to. Well, being alive is good for sure. It's better than not being alive. There's no reason not to feel bad for knowing who this is because this is one of my characters. And it's not one of my characters that I have up on my web page. I think I might have her in my group or my Facebook group, a picture of her on my Facebook page under the photos. But this is my character called Air. I don't know a lot about her. She can fly. She might have some sort of wind-based power as well. I guess that's what would allow her to fly. Yeah, when I do most of these things at noon, they're my characters. So uh, I'm just making them look from something like that. Uh, Two. Okay, let's see. Control A. Go. Okay. So, what did you think of Infinity War? Okay, ask away. I will answer if I can. Oh, that's Groot. He's from Guardians of the Galaxy. Have you seen the Guardians of the Galaxy movies? There's like two of them. When he cut it his arm. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not so sure. Well, whenever you can, try and watch those. Those are some pretty good movies. That's who Star Lord was, the raccoon, and all that. They're from all that. Drax, Gamora, the green skinned woman, the purplish skinned woman. How did he lift Thor's weapon? Well, you got to remember the one that they created in that place didn't have the same enchantment that Thor's original one did. So for that, it would be whoever so is worthy. It's just so whosoever can lift the weight. The other one, the one that he had beforehand that got destroyed in the Thor Ragnarok movie, if you've seen that, had a special enchantment on it by somebody. I don't know who put it on offhand, but yeah, got destroyed by his sister or half sister or whatever. I'm not sure whether full blooded sister or not. Destroyed. Yeah. So yeah, if you can get to watch the Thor Ragnarok movies, that not Thor, sorry, Guardians of the Galaxy, that might answer a lot of questions of who those particular characters are for you. Yeah, true. If you Yeah, if you hadn't seen any of the movies beforehand, it certainly does have a lot of spoilers. Okay, no one said. But I'm sure you're going to be able to go back and watch. Yeah, so yeah, my mastering makes stuff look from like that to this. And I think you would agree. Oops. I think you would agree this is much better. let's get rid of the bottom one, or the old one. And we need to expand this because we need to do a little bit of line on her one finger so I can paint it in. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm sure you will enjoy the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're fun movies. Also, Thor Ragnarok was pretty good too. I'm not sure whether you've seen that one or not. Oh, that one's good. Thor Ragnarok. It's really funny. A lot of laughs in it. It's got the Hulk in it, as you may or may not know. So let's save as an AI. Export. So there is air done. And this is a villain of mine. He is called Flint. I know you can't see much about him right now. We'll correct that momentarily. I'm just getting everything set up for him. And let's see. Now we need to brush slightly here. Fire-based powers. I think he is an evil version of one of my good characters. I'm not going to say much more than that. I don't want to give too much away about some storylines, although I think I already have in the past. So as you can see, I'm already altering stuff here for him. trying to make stuff look better. It's part of the remastering process. Always try to make things look better. Okay. Oh, hello to whomever's come in. Let's get this hand done. Fingers are a bit thick, but to whomever's watching, feel free to ask any questions. Comment about anything. Oh, they're gone. Why does it when I say feel free to comment or ask any questions? People leave. Okay, not everybody. Bob doesn't leave when I say that. Do you have characters of color? Yeah, several. Well, you just saw the last one. She was by color. I take it you mean black. She was supposed to be Arabic, I think. I guess that's not exactly black, but my character, the Flame, is black. My character, Electide, is black. They're two of my main characters. My character, although not of color, but my character, uh, any color. My character, the Canadian Shield, is Native American. Um, my character, and these are main characters. My character, what's the name of her? Ozona is Asian, Oriental, however you want to say it. And then my wide assortment of other characters are for villains and heroes are colors. Yes, I have several teams. My major one that's going to form after a year and a half of being out is the Holy Warriors. Um, uh, I'll have a team called the New Champions. Eventually, I'll have a team called the Council. And these are all my good teams. I have bad teams as well, or villain teams, however you want to call them. I'm gonna have a team called the Secret Warriors, the Mighty Warriors, um, Cross Factor, the Fabulous Five, Light Brigade. I'm trying to think of all the other ones of my hero ones. Uh, I wouldn't say he's one of my favorite. I don't know a lot about him. I never read the original Infinity Gauntlet stuff. I'd like to at some point. What I want to do is actually try and get all the old ones digitally from the beginning and read from the beginning of Marvel up to whenever present, I guess is the best way to say it. Just like I want to get that for. Is this the only movie about him? In full, yes. He's had cameos in other ones, like at the end of the first Avengers. I think there was a cameo with him in right at the end of the credits, and I think at the end of the credits as well in Guardians of the Galaxy, there was a cameo of him, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's the one with him, only one with him as the main villain, not working behind the scenes with stuff. or live action one. Anyways, I think there's some stuff, animated stuff with him in. Maybe animated movies or TV series or whatever. And then, of course, there's an old video game called Marvel Superheroes, where I think it's called Marvel Superheroes, where he's the villain. It's a Street Fighter type fighting game, but it's got a whole bunch of different Marvel characters, and it's got all the various gems. uh, did he kill half the insects to trees? I have no idea. That's a good question. Probably just people because, trees and insects, they don't really matter. You know, they don't make decisions for, what's going on in the universe. And somehow he thinks they're probably not worth taking out half of. Yeah, but the tree guy, he may have. Technically, none of those heroes died. They were just erased from existence, which is slightly different. Well, I would argue, anyways, is slightly different. Or they were erased from existence, the fabric of reality. Not sure how you want to word that, but I would consider that different than dying personally. He didn't make it like they never existed, but they just ceased to exist. And the way he did it to me is different than, getting shot or dying. He could be erased from by power. Yeah, but see, he with the ring on or the gems on, he's probably the only one that could not be erased from existence. Although that would have been a funny thing too. That would have made it all the more hilarious. That in doing so he gets erased from existence. Yeah, erased is worse than dying. And although I've never read the original comic, you can be sure. But actually, in this case, it does. It's probably more easier to resurrect. Well, especially the way he did it, because technically, I already basically know it's. I've never read the the books, mind you. But I already basically know what's going to happen. Whatever heroes are left are going to get together, form some sort of team, form a team. They're going to go after him again. Yeah, go ahead. Ask as many questions as you want. I'll answer if I can. Like I said, I'm no expert on this, but like I said, they're gonna get the next one. They're gonna get the team. They're gonna go after him again, and this time they might even get they might get the thing and bring all the heroes back in. Will it end before they get them all back into existence? They're gonna bring them all back into existence by like Iron Man getting the glove and, ooh, I want all the heroes that were gone back into existence. They're back with no knowledge of what's gone on. That's the details of how everything happens there. I don't know, but the basicness is, because there's more Spider-Man movies planned. Spider-Man was erased from existence. You can't have a movie about Spider-Man unless you bring him back. Because that arm is no longer a part of him. Well, that's how I would see it myself. Can you stuck your arm? Stuck your. Can can you stuck your arm then die? That's possible too. I guess using the arm to resurrect. Oh, not not stack. Okay. Can you stack your arm? Stack your arm, then die. Cut away. Yeah, well, think about think about it almost this way, for lack of a better way of saying it, and it's probably going to be a gross way to think about it. If you, for some reason, cut off your arm, your arm would then be dead. Star Starcare is in Italian. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by that. But as I was saying, think about it like this. If you cut off your arm, it's no longer a part of you. In fact, it's probably going to be dead, of no use to anyone, unless somehow they sew it back onto somebody, I guess, and the nerve endings or whatever. But it's no longer a part of you, quite literally. And you could get another arm sewn on, dead, but not erased. Yeah. Are you're talking about the Groot? Well, Groot himself is, but the arm that he got cut off for that part thing is no longer a part of him. And one could say, yeah, oh yeah, dead, not erased. Yeah, that part of the him is dead. It becomes like if you cut a branch off a tree, right? It's no longer part of the tree. It's a dead part of the tree. The way Groot works, could that possibly come alive and grow another Groot? I'm not sure. Yeah, he could for sure, or anybody could. Like I said, Thanos is obviously going to be defeated in the next movie, and everybody's going to be back. Yeah, that might be a way to cut his power, but still, I'm not sure whether that would. It may or may not do it, stopping your heart, because you'd have to stop it for, I'd say, more than 2 seconds. You'd have to be considered statistically dead. If your heart stopped for 2 seconds, you're not really considered dead yet, I don't think. Well, I guess it might depend on who you ask. Most doctors wouldn't say you're clinically dead if your heart's only stopped for 2 seconds. I don't think most people would either, especially nowadays. And there can be any good even reasons, even being alive and your heart stopped for like a couple seconds. I don't know what they are offhand, but yeah, yeah. But see, again, even with those non-living warriors, technically he could get Thor's hammer to cease to exist if he wanted to, but he doesn't consider Thor's hammer a threat without Thor or somebody that can wield it. Or that would be my guess, anyways. Like I said, I'm no expert on Thanos in any sort of way. And do you know the ability of Blackfire? You're talking Starfire's sister? Oh, not a person. Okay. No, not offhand. Not sure whether I've ever heard of it. I might have just not remembered. I know that is okay. That's interesting. Or, oh, are you talking maybe Greek fire? I know I've heard of a substance called Greek fire. Oh, okay. Definitely not Greek fire. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Sounds like interesting stuff, though. Deadly interesting stuff, but interesting stuff. The name of the ability is also the name of the fire god. Okay, which fire god? From which oh, Japanese culture, okay. I did not know that. That could be interesting. Part of my War of the Gods. Black fire. I'd Do I have any interesting powers? No. My characters? Maybe. uh, ooh, yeah, that would be neat. So the question is then, would it eventually take out your eyes and cause you to go blind? And then would you still be able to use the power even after you've gone blind? Yes. So technically, the character like that might as well already be blind to start out with, or they're trying to prevent themselves from. You can't see the target, but you can look at the target. You can stare at the target. with your eyes because the sound would attract you to them where they are. Possibly, anyways. Or smell or various other senses. There is an interesting way to use the power without damaging your eyes. Okay, what would you have? Or what would you say? However you want to say it. It's not my idea. It's something that the writer did. Oh, okay. Oh, this is an actual comic book character or character somehow? Maybe not comic book. Magna, the most famous one. Okay. And what is the most famous Magna comic book? Ooh, that looks awesome. It's it's a power of clan. One Piece. One Piece. Naruto Beach Fairy Tale in order. Oh, One Piece. That's where the stretchy guy from is. You got me to draw the other day. Uh, Monkey D. Luffy. Oh, that looks awesome. Okay, the only way to take the eyes of your brother. Eternal. So you would, if I'm getting this correctly, you would project your power through somebody else's eyes, or more specifically, your brother's. But would it then damage their eyes and make them go blind eventually? Oh, it needs to be a relative. Well, what happens when you run out of relatives? Or more accurately, it needs to be a close relative because, well, Japanese culture might not go there here, but technically everybody on the planet, in my ever so humble opinion, because I believe in Adam and Eve and all that, everybody on the planet is technically your relative. It's There might be your cousin umpteen billionth removed, but your 15th billionth cousin. Yeah, so the problem is your brother will no longer be able to see. I do not think he would appreciate that. And then you need him to be where you are to inflict it upon the person, too. Somehow, this becomes a very more limiting and limiting power. That, too, that all you need is to kill your best friend. Yeah, this doesn't sound like the power you want to use at all. You would have to be the vilest of villains to do it. Then, if you were the vilest of villains, would you really have a best friend? The only way that you'd want to use is as not a vilest of villains. Wow, definitely. This guy would be a villain, the vilest of villains. Like I said, the only way to use his power, not being a vilest villain, you better be saving all of the world to take out one person. Yeah, well, if you start killing people just to use your powers or make yourself more powerful, yeah, you'd be having an emotional crisis or you'd be a psychopath. But it sounds like it could be an interesting story. For sure. Yeah, it would. Sounds like it could be a long story arc. Oh, then good again. But yeah, might have to read up on that thing character. So it's interesting, although I've got a lot of reading ahead of me. There's a lot of filters. Yeah, I can believe it. Oh, the it's only one planet from only one village, one planet. Doo, doo, doo. Dun, 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 dun. It's only from one planet, from one village, from one clan. In all the cosmos, in all the galaxies, it's from only one planet, from one village, and from one clan. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The clan of the power is called Uchiha. That does not sound ominous. And their eyes are called Shuriken. Am I trying to make a trailer or something here? I don't know. I'm just playing with it. Ooh, I don't want to play with the black fire. No, thank you. No eyes. No black fire eyes. Let's see. Black fire. Uh, do, 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 do. Is this anime or comic. Uh, Naruto. Okay, so let's see. We got Naruto. Is it in English or not? Or do we have the Is it Japanese subtitled? Well, hopefully I'm getting the English version here. Yeah, I see 226 episodes for Naruto, and Naruto Shippuden is 500 episodes. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. I'll check it out for sure. I have the two different, the Naruto downloading, and I have the Shipman one downloading as well. Naruto Shippuden, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, Stretchy guy. So I am also going to be on tonight to do a drawing of from one of my characters. Look for trailers. See. Penguin. Photos. Yeah, no problem. Well, tonight I'm 6 hours difference. Yeah, you'll be sleeping. I just thought I'd let you know. Okay. Bye. Hey, well, you can also check it out tomorrow whenever you're up. The drawing, and then the day after that, Tuesday, I'll be doing. I think the one you requested, Ichigo. Right. So for those still watching, there's the character I'm doing tonight, Toxico. What am I? Um, for those still watching, stop sharing. Um, if you watch to this side, you might as well hit that like button, people. Hit the like button. If you've yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell to know when I'm putting stuff up and going live. Please comment, share. Um, in the description is a link to my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook page, my Facebook group, and of course a link to my web page. Um, be sure to check out my other channel. It's got other stuff on it, and check out the rest of the content on this channel. Hopefully you will like a lot of it. And again, comment on it too. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now, and God bless. Love everyone. Have a great and wonderful day.